Sharon takes the stage, brave eyes, fierce heart. Endless silence rips the air apart. Flight's over, but battle ain't done. News and chaos reflected in the sun. Retired airman, now a digital force. In the noise she cuts a blazing course. Ground crew gathers for the truth they earn. In the void of lies, their torches burn. Ground crew, rise up, let's break the chains. Sherry's voice cuts through our veins. No more.
Almost. Well, no, I did forget, but I caught it. Please say I'm not buffering. So I figured out what might have been the problem. I forgot to turn everything else off because apparently, even though this was supposedly an upgrade for me, this internet can't handle more than 2 devices. Because I got my phone and hi. Well, look who's here, Queenie. Oh, unless you're driving. Sugar boy. You say hi, Auntie Queenie. I say hi, Auntie Queenie. No, you just want to look. Oh. All right. Let me know if it's too loud. Or hey, let me know if it's too loud now. Teddy D, come here. I just had to turn myself up. I hope I'm turned up. Sorry about the slight. I just know that y'all are doing. Teddy, look, it's Pimpin. Pimpin, come here. There's a Pimpin. Oh, all you saw was her butt and her tail wagging. Hello, sweetheart. Mwah. I wish you would come up. Come on. No. Hello, Teddy. He stays over top of her. So Penny is... Can you see? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, I need to make sure I have the correct reaction. Today has been a fucking day, let me tell you. So, I do have the wrong one. I need to do... No, properties. Here we go. Alright, so we got some Larry. Hey, Evil Elmo! You're back! That's awesome! Come on, Jay. Did you, Jay, could you drop me in, Chris's, Discord? Queenie, can you drop me in ours? Or... Usually DK's here, but... Or no. Usually one of my... Evil Elmo. That's a good one. No! The bells. Oh, the bells. If he destroys one of those beds. If he destroys one of those beds. Okay. I want to make sure I can see the chat. Because when I go to react, this is where it's going to be. So, well, hi, Ben. Hi. You're such a good girl. And all anybody can see is your waggy butt. All anybody can see. You guys want to see the Pen Tango? Rub one bum. Rub one side of her butt, she'll go that way. Rub the other side, she'll go that way. That's the Pen Tango. but she's too close, so you missed it. She went right under the thing. All right, Peppy. There. So now when I react, I'll be able to see what y'all are saying. Atta girl, good job. Now you can see the baby girl. There's the baby girl. Thank you, Queenie. And the Petey Pan Pan. Her face is getting so white, you guys. It used to be jet black. Her little, yeah, she's got the little piece here and she's got the same thing on the other side. It was jet black. There was no white. It was just black. And the only thing she had was these little white tufts in her ears, looked like daisies. I always called her daisy ears. I always call her daisy ears. But she's 10 and a half and she's got so much white. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've got Larry that I want to... Oh, look, you guys can still see her. So you'll be able to see her. That's why I put the bed there. I'm trying to get things, like I said, straightened out. But I have two things I want to react to. So there's going to be two things that I'm going to watch. And one of them is this. This is Larry Belafonte, I think is how you say it. And Evil Elmo is just a Muppet raised on the tough streets of Sesame Street. You're a dork. I love you. You're going to fit in great in the Ground Crew. Okay, so Larry actually dropped this, I think, last week. And I didn't get to it until now. So I wanted to do this, and if you guys need the volume up more, let me know, and I'll crank that shit. I'm pretty sure it's high enough now, but I also need to do this and move me closer. There, much better. I'm closer. Yay! Okay, so let's watch some Larry.
Nah. Nigga, let me break it down for the people in the back. I was born to perform, so I'm here to rap. So be warned, they alarm when the nigga snap.
Whoa! With the friggin' beat. Holy shit! And I thought it was a video. So I'm going to do this so I can watch with you. No. Duh. Don't be stupid. Full size. What am I doing? It's been a shit day. Wait till you guys hear. I gotta restart this because this beat is fucking sick.
Nah. Nigga, let me break it down for the people in the back. I was born to perform, so I'm here to rap. So be warned, they alarm when the nigga snap. But before the storm, I was calm. People triggered that. Just a good brother like my fam fees. Life was hard, but me putting out the jams easy. If I see a bad signal with a bad signal and they can't freeze, then I go and do their grease.
Damn! Okay, I gotta just... Wow. He's blowing my mind with this shit. I can't get over this beat. I can't get over this beat. And he made this. I know he did. He makes all this shit.
Hit a rap fact. So be warned, they alarm when the nigga snap. But before the storm, I was calm. People triggered that. Just a good brother like my fam feezy. Life was hard, but me putting out the jams easy. If I see a bad signal with a bad signal and the cam freeze, then I go and do the air greasy. Pause that though, I never been a damn sweetie. Fall back, bro, invisible, you can't see me. It's all cap though. I don't mean to yell, but I'm tired of being held accountable for all them rap leeches.
Yes! All those fucking rap leeches. Oh, this is freaking badass. I love it. Sorry for all the pausing. I just found out a name for the reason, and there's no background noise, but there's a reason why I'm not catching the words as well as other people would. If there's a name for it now that I just found out after all these years. We're talking over 2 decades. I finally now know what it is.
Been a damn sweet. Fall back, bro, invisible, you can't see me. It's all cap though. I don't mean to yell, but I'm tired of being held accountable for all them rap leeches with the whack flows and they lack substance. Shitty booty ass.
Lack substance? Fucking A, right? They do. What it? Oh. Sorry, I was... The chat distracted me. Sorry.
Fall back, bro, invisible, you can't see me. It's all cap though. I don't mean to yell, but I'm tired of being held accountable for all them rap leeches with the whack flows and they lack substance. Shitty booty assholes on the crack substance. Pitiful as sad, bro, just get a bag, fuck it. Critical to have soul and they can't touch this. I'm the hammer, put the nail in the coffin. I failed and I lost, didn't bail. I got back on my trail, getting stacks for myself. Share it with my real was a fact, no one else get a dog, bitch. Being nice is a weakness. Promise I don't need any advice from you.
Nah, being nice ain't a weakness. Pretty sure that's what you said.
Being nice is a weakness. Promise I don't need any advice.
No, it's not. Can be taken advantage of, though. Fucking human race sucks.
No one else get a dog, bitch. Being nice is a weakness. Promise I don't need any advice from you. You ain't rich. Anybody who got it, they never told us secrets. If we ain't finna talk about money, bro, they keep it. Shut up, cause y'all done made hip-hop a shit show. That's why everything I'm dropping is hot official. They probably pissed, so get out your feel. So it's not for shit, bro, but fear not, I'm here so you can breathe. If you believe, you can see that I'm a true MC. Respected in all communities, I am who I see. The same face with the voice, stay safe every day. You can't play with a choice, this is choosing me. Hardcore is 2 degrees. Can't hate cause them boys became great musically. That is truly weak. And they fake and annoying, but my...
This is fucking epic! I sent him a message. The chat's over there, but I don't want to look because I'll lose...
Stay safe every day, you can't play with a choice, this is choosing me. Hardcore is 2 degrees, can't hate cause them boys became great musically, that is truly weak. And they fake and annoying, but my mama always told me stay patient, enjoy the greatness you receive. True indeed, I'm excited cause I used to be stressed out. We ain't really smiling when they shooting things, but we blessed now. Kick an uninvited guest out is the best route to succeed, which I do with ease and they just pout. Man, all I need is just...
And they just pout, hold on, that was great.
Best route to succeed, which I do with ease, and they just pout. Man, all I need is checks while they truly need development, and your flow is just style. Damn, I don't see the flex. How you ever sell a hit when you never tell them shit? They say that I never miss, blame it on my cleverness. It was heaven sent. Thank you, Lord, I'm a tenant in the residence of the better men, not a belly bit of estrogen. That's for chicks. Now let's begin on a blessed adventure. Ain't never.
Wait, what? That was a shift right there that I didn't catch.
My cleverness, it was heaven sent. Thank you, Lord, I'm a tenant in the residence of the better men, not a belly bit of estrogen. That's for chicks. Now let's begin on a blessed adventure.
Estrogen, that's for chicks. Okay, that's what I didn't catch. Was that's for chicks? I'm not gonna. Please tell me you're that's in relation to trans. Leave it alone. Just. Okay. I hope you watch this.
Nah. Nigga, let me break it down for the
Oh, come on! Stupid freaking hands. Okay.
Not a belly bit of estrogen, that's for chicks. Now let's begin on a blessed adventure. Hate never stop emotion when they recommend you. Crept up and killed the hype like a heavy ninja. Turned off them bitches' lights like I'm Teddy Pinder. I remember that. Turn them off. But you ain't ready issue. You be trying to be the people on the television. I ain't never switching. This Larry Belly bitch is top 5 on this rapping shit. I'm next to Giddy. Big facts. English, stay forever winning. Yeah. Fuck you need talking about.
This fucking beat, dude. Fucking fire. Holy shit. Alright, now I'm gonna look at chat. You forgot the coupon. DK! Yeah, DK. I had to react to this because I've been wanting to. I almost started talking to the chat. I've been wanting to react to this, and just life happened. And this was fucking sick. Larry, you're a fucking genius. You're a fucking genius, man. That was fire on another level. Fire on another level. Estrogen, that's for chicks. That the whole thing was epic, but that's the part that's sticking out to me. Yeah, Larry's got some epic shit out. I wanted to hit the most recent one, and I haven't reacted to Adam yet, and I'm farther behind with him, although I'm probably going to get smacked with a copyright claim, so. Not a copyright strike, just a claim. And they never really read what I write, I don't think. But I'm a commentator and I'm a reactor, and that's what I do. So please, YouTube, please, Adam's people, don't smack me with a copyright claim. I'm a disabled vet. I'm not making any money off of this. I just want to grow, and I want to share because it's my opinion. I share what I like. And I love Adam Calhoun, Tom McDonald, Larry Otis music. Larry Belli-Fate. Larry Belli-Fate. I think that might be how he says it. DK. Oh, wait, I'm going to say, put the fucking donuts down and back away slowly. I had to say that just for you. Okay, so let's get to this Adam video, because I've heard stuff, but I want to watch it myself.
What the fuck he saying? I'll be standing on the pavement, pocket full of bullets. I ain't playing. I'ma pull up where he's staying. I ain't talking about vacation. That Mossberg pump have you pump faking. It's okay, disobey. This whole shit's in disarray. They can say what they may. I'd rather fight. It's a fade. Shit, we all gonna die, but you act like it's a race. Dumb tracker always bitching 308 will smash your face.
Dumb cracker. So this does have to do with the so-called king of country rap. Just saying, because I've been watching with Chill Rock, but because I didn't want to wreck anything, I didn't watch anything that Chill Rock did other than talking about this. So, Chill Rock, love you, man.
They can say what they may, I'd rather fight. It's a fade. Shit, we all gonna die, but you act like it's a race. Dumb cracker always bitching 308 will smash your face. Digging holes with my shovel, it's a spade. Hands always muddy, who want trouble, it's a grave. Loudest in the room, ain't been punched in the face. He just wanna talk, there ain't nothing else to say. Full of bullets, pop me, I pull it, and you gon' hear that thing go bang. Got a hole in your pocket, whole lot of nothing, and you ain't gonna do a damn thing. Give a fuck about
That was fucking cool. I like the hook. I like the fucking hook.
That thing go bang. Go bang. In the face, he just wanna talk, there ain't nothing else to say. Pocket full of bullets, pop me, I pull it, and you gon' hear that thing go bang. Go bang. Got a hole in your pocket, whole lot of nothing, and you ain't gonna do a damn thing. Yeah. Give a fuck about smoke with the forest fire. I'ma need a can of gasoline, blowtorch, and more lighters. Born up north, different climate, shit was violent. I never ran away, just stare it in the face and glorified it. So when you see me walking, I'ma let you get up close. I ain't never scared to bleed on the street or gravel road. If it's the hood or a small town bitch, I'm from both. And this shit's for all the crazy white boys that's trained to go. I'm talking roll call, penitentiary phone calls. Found out what he did for his bid and he got stole on.
Penitentiary phone calls. Of course, he said it faster than I did.
For all the crazy white boys that's trained to go, I'm talking roll call, penitentiary phone calls. Found out what he did for his bid and he got stole on. Cut open, buck 50, fuck with me, stuck quickly. You can't be my dog if you ain't walked through the mud with me. Digging holes with my shovel, it's a spade. Hands always muddy, who want trouble, it's a grave. Loudest in the room, ain't been punched in the face. He just wanna talk, there ain't nothing else to say.
Yeah. He just wants to talk constantly. And there's nothing else to say. All he's doing now is repeating the same effing thing over and over again. I don't know these guys. Blah, blah, blah. God, I used to like him. And then he started going off the deep end. I did a video on that, by the way. I commentated on that. It was a while ago, though. Like, when it first started, I was like, something's not right. So, I caught on quick, people. All right. I just noticed something. I wasn't feeling this until the hook. And now I am. Why? Valid question. I just don't know the answer.
Loudest in the room, ain't been punched in the face. He just wanna talk, there ain't nothing else to say. Pocket full of bullets, pop me, I pull it, and you gon' hear that thing go bang. Go bang. Got a hole in your pocket, whole lot of nothing, and you ain't gonna do a damn thing. I got a pocket full of bullets, pop me, I pull it, and you gon' hear that thing go bang. Go bang. Got a hole in your pocket, whole lot of nothing, and you ain't gonna do a damn thing.
That was that face. That's a fuck you, don't fuck with me, back the fuck off face. Step back. Cut the shit. Is that? No. Liked it. Gonna be honest, like Lars better. Adam's stuff is kinda. Adam's stuff doesn't have as fast of a hit as, say, for example, Tom and Larry. And just, I don't know. Did y'all guys see this? Did y'all guys? Where the fuck did that come from?
They're gonna take away my social media You can't. You cancel me? I own all the cameras. I own all the lights. I own the recording software.
I haven't
There's
seen
no
this.
endorsement that I'm gonna lose. My name is Tom McDonald, and this is my story.
Prager you.
So I grew up in a very small town in Canada called Mission. We spent a lot of time at my grandparents' place and a lot of time with my granddad. And my dad and my grandfather were huge.
I need to check chat, sorry. Before I start watching this. Yeah! Comics, you are an asshole, but you already knew that. Hey, Jacob! Damn right, long time no see. Where the fuck you been? Oh, shit. Oh, she's not there right now. Penny was laying back there, and Teddy came and did his little... What do you call that? He did his little thing and walked away. Now they're both in the living room. Jacob, life happens, man. You don't have to apologize for not joining the live streams. You really don't. Jay, you're talking about Adam, right? No, it's not. It's not comics. This is just I'm pretty sure that's just Adam Calhoun referring only to Upchurch. That's it. And I only know about it from watching Chill Rock stuff, so. Tom McDonald's not even involved in it. This is a completely separate thing. This is PragerU. I found out about it. I haven't watched it, but I don't know how long it is. Oh, it's only 13 minutes. Okay. Ours is here! Woohoo! Jacob! Look at you! Good for you! I am so glad you told him to go for it, comics. I'm so glad you're here so that he could tell you. Hey, Chris! Jacob, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool. Young love, oh my gosh. Alright, let's watch some Tom McDonald. 13 minutes, we can handle this.
Parents' place, and a lot of time with my granddad. And my dad and my grandfather were huge into politics, primarily like American politics. My grandfather was a huge patriot, and I used to sit on the end of his bed and we'd watch the news. I remember we were watching it on the news and my grandfather said, it doesn't matter what's happening in the United States, that national anthem brings the country together every single time. My grandfather was a very prolific writer, and he inspired me to write things of my own. I remember I wrote this poem in memorial of fallen Canadian soldiers. The soldiers I was writing about won the battle, and then the general or the sergeant was frowning. And my English teachers tore this thing apart. Why is he frowning if he won the war? My dad was livid. He's like, of course he's frowning. He lost all these soldiers. He's coming out of a war.
That makes sense.
Of course he's not happy. So my grandfather contacted this renowned Canadian poet, and she wrote me a letter saying how much she loved the poem and how great it was, and then she actually had it published in a Canadian magazine. I remember my dad coming to my school and dropping the magazine on that teacher's desk and turning around and walking out.
That's it!
One
nice!
day I went to a pawn shop with my dad, and he gave me $5. And he said, you can buy anything in this pawn shop with this $5. And I found this crate of CDs. Inside, there was a Tupac album called All Eyes on Me. It was a 2 CD set, and I'm just looking at it economically. If I get this Tupac album, I get 2 CDs for the price of one. So I just bought it. I had no idea who Tupac was. I listened to those 2 albums for years, and I fell in love with hip-hop at that point in time. But there's a huge disconnect. It was just like a little white boy from the suburbs who's listening to this like fully grown black gangster rapper talking about a life that I have nothing in common with. So then many years later, I get on the school bus and this kid sits next to me and he's like, you gotta hear this. And I'm like, what is it? And he's like, it's this white rapper, his name's Eminem. So I put on the headphones and was just totally captivated. He's got blonde hair like me, he's got blue eyes like me. And that was like the first time the light bulb went off in my head, like, I could do that. So the poetry evolved into rap music, and I kept those songs hidden for years and years and years, stuffed in a binder inside a drawer in my room. I loved music, but I just wasn't ready to step into that arena yet. So I took a detour. I got into construction, and I was 14 or 15 years old, being bullied by the other workers. So I thought, how am I gonna work for the rest of my life and deal with this type of harassment? So I decided I'd give pro wrestling a try. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw the biggest roadblock up for myself ever. So I went and got tattoos on my face. I got these $ signs on my eyelids so that I couldn't get hired anywhere. I'd have no choice but to be a pro.
That's why he did that? Holy shit! Wow. Talk about self-sabotage. But also motivation.
Wrestler. And that's what I did. I wrestled on all these pay-per-views with former and current WWF guys and traveled the country, and I got into a little bit of a scrap one time with one of these guys and jumped off the top rope and to do a frog splash, and I crushed all the cartilage in both my knees. My knees were so messed up that it sort of forced me out of the wrestling business. It was heartbreaking because I loved it so much. But that exit provided me with like the greatest opportunity ever, where I had this sort of clean slate. I had a passion for music that I wasn't able to explore up until that moment because I was so devoted to the wrestling business. So I started pulling those papers out of that binder in that drawer in my bedroom and recording songs, and that was the beginning. So I started making this music that was very reminiscent of my favorite rappers, and it wasn't working because it wasn't my story, and it wasn't what I cared about, and it wasn't what was in my heart. But I also shifted.
You know, I could tell in those first few videos I watched of his that were actual videos, like the one with the cowboy thing where his girlfriend went with another guy and the guy showed up and Tom's character killed both of them or what have you, chopped them up. It's just, I didn't like it. Just saying. No hate. You watch it. I didn't like it. Wasn't him. It was after watching Dear Rappers. That was the first video I watched of his ever.
My lifestyle to be like the guys in the.
I think it was Dear Rappers. No, I can't remember. I think it was Dear Rappers.
It was in my heart. But I also shifted my lifestyle to be like the guys in the rap songs that I listened to. I was placing incredible amount of emphasis on how much money I was making and the jewelry I was wearing and the clothes that I had. And I became just a raging alcoholic. Just partied my life away for many, 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 many years. I ended up having just incredible mental breakdown and sort of unraveling of my psyche one night. The room was moving and like shifting around me. You know, I look at myself in the mirror, I don't even recognize myself. I was like hyperventilating, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor put me on Cipralex, which was not the solution. I contacted a mental health place, and I couldn't get in to see a therapist or a psychologist for like 6, 7, 8 months because the Canadian healthcare system is just abysmal. So I go to this doctor, he puts me on some sort of beta blocker, that doesn't work. This just goes on and on and on for, 4, 5, 6 months. And then I go back to the doctor one day and I'm like, nobody's helping me. Every moment feels like an eternity, like, you have to help me. And I just told him straight up, I'm gonna kill myself if you don't give me something today. So he gave me Ativan. For the first time in 7 months, I experienced calm. The first thing I thought was, I don't want to be on these pills for the rest of my life. I hate to say it, but the Ativan kind of like saved my life. It at least gave me the headspace to figure out what was going on. I have a tattoo on my stomach that it says, if you don't know where the fire started, you will surely burn in it. Those medications, those pills, they're never going to tell you where the fire started. They just sort of fan the smoke away for a minute. A lot of people look at these things as, oh, I have this ailment and these guys over here have the cure, fix me. But that's not how it works. You have to fix yourself.
Yep. So
I started really digging into what the source of my unwellness was. I kind of realized what got me there, and I was emulating the stuff in the music. So I had this sort of epiphany, and I figured out, I don't want to make that music anymore. I don't want to make music that's going to do to other people what that music has done to me. So instead of destroying, I wanted to empower. I want to rap about things that I talked about with my granddad and my dad. Social issues and political stuff. That's what I'm interested in talking about in my everyday life. Why would I then not go and do that in my music? While I was going through that process, I made plans to move to America. And my lawyer called and said, your visa got approved. I believe that timing is everything, and it was like a meant to be type of thing. So I got on the plane, flew out here to LA, and I reconnected with an old friend who later became my girlfriend. Nova and I first met in Canada, and she was like the only female in Canada putting on rap shows. We moved into a house in Crenshaw. We lived in the hood together, and it was grim. We couldn't pay the rent and do groceries in the same month. There's water coming through the ceiling. I'd wake up and open a cupboard and you'd just see cockroaches scatter off the plates. Like, it was unbelievable poverty. This really strange thing happened this one day where I was like sitting in the house and I was listening to the radio, and some big mainstream record label rapper came on, and I was listening to this song that was playing, and it was sort of like this woe is me, like, it's so hard to deal with all the attention I get, and it's so difficult to be this successful. And I was so offended. I was like, how dare you make a song trashing the dream that I've been chasing for years and years and years and almost died to get. So I started penning this like open letter to the guy that I had just heard on the radio. At the time, I only wrote when I smoked. So I grabbed the cigarette pack and I opened it, and there's half a smoke in there. Whatever I'm writing, it's got to be done by the time this half cigarette's out. So I got like 2.5 minutes tops. I don't remember slowing down to consider what I was writing next. It just happened. I wrote this whole song. Nova was sitting in her bedroom.
Now, so y'all know, I love Tom MacDonald. Majority of everybody knows that. Love his music. He's a great person, from what I can tell and from what I got through an email when I got one of the last personalized autographed albums of his, and it was right. It took a while, but I knew that I would get it. I knew he would send it. So a few months after I bought it, and we were talking through email about, I honestly, because I didn't know much about him at the time, I emailed him, and the first thing I said was, is it my this floor, watch. Is it gonna do it? Oh, it's going too slow. Never mind. Okay, so here's the album that I bought. It's Gravestones, and I asked him to put my name, obviously, and God Bless the Veterans, and I was worried that was... Now, remind you, this is at the beginning. I didn't know much about him, so I didn't know how he felt about us. So when I emailed him, I was like, if it's a problem with what I asked you to put on the CD, just let me know, and I'll try and think of something else, which would of course bum me the fuck out. But he said, oh hell no, that's not why. So that's why I know that I got one of the last ones of his, and I think he might have said fuck that shit. I'm not sure, but I got it, and it's pretty badass, and I'm glad I got it. I am in the process of getting, well, y'all can see that. Well, you'll see when I'm back on solo. But anyway, it was Dear Rappers, because that's what he's talking about. I watched his older stuff after Dear Rappers. So I didn't like the older stuff, but Dear Rappers was like the hook that got me. So it got everybody else too, obviously. Because that's what blew him the fuck up.
Was writing next.
Oh, and this is the first time I've ever actually seen something where he is sitting down and saying everything that I've got from bits and pieces of different things that he's done. It's all in one place. That's why I'm so engaged, because it's always been bits and pieces from other, all over the place, and now he's right in front of me. well, not really, explaining, and I love knowing all of this. I love it.
It just happened. I just wrote this whole song. Nova was sitting in her bedroom, and I opened the door and said, I just wrote the song that's going to change our lives. Set up the camera. I need to shoot this. So she set up everything, and it was just a gray backdrop. We had one light, and we shot the video for Dear Rappers.
It's easy for these rappers who have it all. Talk about the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance.
I called my mom and said,
Nice.
Mom, I wrote a song that's going to change my life. I need like $100 so I can put an ad on
Oh,
Facebook and see if I can get this thing to go. Then I call my baby sister. I need $100. Call my buddy Brandon, get $100 from him. I call this other guy, get $100 from him. Me and Nova take the last money that we have. We have like $400, and our rent is like $650, and we don't have any groceries. I take all of this money and I pool it all together, and it's $1,100. The next morning, we put out Dear Rappers on a Facebook ad, and 24 hours later, it had 1 million views, and we were off to the races. 2 weeks after that, a check came in the mail for $11,000, and that's the most money I'd ever seen in my entire life. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And next month, I get a check for $20,000, and the next month, 30, and the next month, 50. All of a sudden, we had $1 million.
Cancel culture runs the world now. The planet went crazy. Label everything we say is
homophobic or racist.
I rap about political topics,
We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police.
Nope.
gender stuff and race stuff.
I think Black Lives Matter. They think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF.
My favorite song of my own is always like the most recent one, but I really like You Missed.
They don't want an election. They got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president.
I remember being so pissed off and thinking, this moment doesn't need a song. It needs a battle cry.
You missed.
It's
Loved
all
that
been
fucking
Nova
song.
and I from the inception of this thing. To this day, we distribute the music like totally independently. We don't have a manager. We don't have a publicist. There's no
We all-
record labels, agents, like nothing.
I already knew
It's
all that,
definitely not
obviously.
easy being independent, but with how anti-woke my music is, a record label's never going to let me make the songs that I've been making. The
Nope.
music business and the mainstream media,
They would never let that happen. The only way they would let that happen is all kinds of hooks and snags and chains on him. When he's not stupid enough for that. So, I gotta check chat. I need to check and see. Did I get slammed? Did I get slammed? No, I didn't. Good. I love Tom McDonald's music because what he says is what I think, but I'm not capable of getting the stuff that's in here out as concisely and it just in the way he does it. I'd never be able to do the way he does it. And just it's practically like he's reading my mind. But that's just because it's common sense and it's what everybody's thinking. He's just putting it in his words. And it just matches. I wouldn't say it explains your life. Wouldn't say it explains your life, Iron. It explains what's in your head and puts it in front of you for you to see. You know what I mean? That's what I get from Tom's music. Comics. You're not batshit crazy. You just... Okay, you're batshit crazy, but in a nice way. There's just so much. There's stuff of his that I don't, I'm not in the place, like withdrawals. I've never had that issue. I've never dealt with addiction of any kind. I gave drinking a good old college try for 6 months maybe, back in 2013 maybe. Desert Rat will remember this, because what got me to stop like that was I fell in the ball return at the bowling alley on base. I literally stumbled and fell into the ball return because my then boyfriend gave me a drink that was way stronger than I had already been drinking, and he gave me I don't even know what it was.
Work together.
Sorry. And yeah, so that's how that stopped. I honestly wanted to see what's the fucking big deal with alcohol, because my dad drank himself to death at 55. He was gone, and that was 2010. Holy fuck, this September is going to be 15 years. Wow. I have this thing about things that bother me. I put everything behind this cement, like 4 foot thick with rebar to the fucking hilt in my head. I put all the stuff that is too much, and I put it behind a fucking reinforced concrete wall in my brain, so that I've got this part now that's functioning, as opposed to, fogland. And all of that shit's in the back, and it's not causing the issues that get me off track. Like, if something will remind me of this, or something reminds me of that. That's how I got through the PTSD. Well, there's 2 ways I got through that. I'm by myself. Solo is the way to go for me. And the concrete wall. But I've been doing that for, long time. Long time ago. We're talking 1993. 4, 5, 6. I got out in 96. Got diagnosed in 98. Almost unalived myself after getting the diagnosis as to what it was, because I was an athlete. I was on a competition team when I was in the Air Force, for security police, and I got the diagnosis because I had gotten paralyzed on the left side. And that scared the fucking shit out of me. And nobody could figure out what it was. I had one say, oh, it's epilepsy. I had another one say Bell's palsy, because it started and it was down to here. So they said Bell's palsy. And I grabbed onto that because my grandma had Bell's palsy at one point. Dog brain. And I kind of stuck with that, but not for very long, because when it kept going, it started here. And I remember, I don't know why, but I had this thing in my head where I had my then husband and we had like a weight bar and stuff at the house, but it was rusty and was old, and we didn't take care of it. It was just stupid old. So I was using it one day, and I went up, and as I was coming down, a flake of rust hit me right here. And it's as if that is where the paralyzed start. Now, I know there's no connection between that and what happened. It was just coincidental timing. That's all that was. But I do understand the unaliving yourself, or going to, and getting the wake-up call. For me, that was my hang on, please pardon the flab. This guy right here. This is Toby. Well, initially I named him Tobias, but it went from Tobias to Toby to Tub Tub to Bubba. It went from Tub Tub to Bubba. That one made sense, obviously. And he's the OG Bubba. Duke is the second. He was Bubba Duke. So, Bubba was sitting in the doorway while I was sitting on the bed with the 9mm in my hand, looking at me like, what the fuck? He had such a what the fuck face on. And I can't explain it, but it was a what the fuck face. Penny's got a what the fuck face. Duke had a what the fuck face. Aries had one, but he was a goofball, so it was silly. Callie, she just had constant resting bitch face. Pun intended. But him looking at me from the doorway, he at the time was the only dog I had. And him looking at me the way he did is what stopped me. This is Dizzy, who is actually his son. And this is Zeus. So Dizzy became Rue because that's how he barked. And Zeus was Zazu just because it made sense. To my screwed up brain anyway. Now I know it's 7. But I need to finish this. Because this wasn't planned. But I'm glad I saw it. It was sitting there on the side. So.
The music business and the mainstream media, they all work together at creating narratives and towing the line, and anything that goes against their agenda, that's not coming out. I talk about these things and I don't even consider myself a conservative. I think I'm just like a free thinking person. So if they're going to take away my social media you cancel me. I own all the cameras. I own all the lights. I own the recording software. There's no endorsement that I'm going to lose. And you are not going to shut me up. You're not going to make me feel small. It's not happening.
Nice.
These artists that are top 40 artists that are mainstream, a lot of these people are controlled. And they never get to express themselves. And I've talked to a lot of them. They hit me up privately and say like, hey dude, good on you. Love what you're doing. They'd never acknowledge me publicly. Ever. But even with all the censorship, we've got over 50 number ones on Billboard and 16 on the Hot 100, which is like the big boy chart. And I've gone head to head with Eminem on these charts and beat him. And Drake and beat him. There's people at record labels tearing their hair out over this stuff because they're sinking hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to convince people that these are the folks you should be listening to. And people are saying, I want to listen to Tom. Because there's like an appetite for real music and an appetite for truth. Just be real. That's what people want. They're getting lied to on the news. They get lied to in the paper. They get lied to on social media. Where is somebody that's just going to be honest with us? I'll do it. I don't care. I'm just grateful to be in America. After all, I came here unwell, addicted, $800 in my wallet, and built a whole life for myself and my girlfriend. It's really incredible. The American dream's still alive and well. All you have to do is live up to your potential. That's why I love this place so much.
Out fucking standing. Let's listen to that one again.
Built a whole life for myself and my girlfriend. It's really incredible. The American dream's still alive and well. All you have to do is live up to your potential. That's why I love this place so much. I just fell in love with the American spirit, and I fell in love with the people. And going out on July 4th and standing in the crowds and singing the anthems and watching the fireworks, it just makes me want to speak the truth even more. You know, my dad's a big rock guy, and he told me something when I started writing rap music. Rock and roll's always been about screaming the truth at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
He said, you might be rapping, but what you're doing is rock and roll. And rock on.
That was epic. Holy shit, that was epic. I am so glad that was sitting there on the side of the freaking screen. I'm super glad that was there. Because I forget to watch stuff. Because life. And just, wow. Larry! Oh, here he is now. Oh, Queenie. Yeah. Queenie, you're a badass, baby. Larry. You're going to have to go back to the beginning. You are very, very first, right up at the beginning. So, there you go, DK. Oh, that's great. Because, wow. But yeah, Tom's music is basically, he's taking what is in my head and putting it in an excellent way and then putting it on the frigging screen in front of me. That's why I love his music so much. It's just, that is what it is. That's when people do things that resonate with me, with how I think or anything like that, I gravitate to that because I don't have the capability yet. I might have it. I just haven't found a way to do anything with it. But the common sense, that's why he's so popular, is because he's him. And he's putting out what everybody what we all think. And then Nova freaking makes it fucking art, so yeah. Oof. So I need to catch up with chat, sorry. That thing with Tom, that I was mesmerized by some of the stuff he was saying. Oh my gosh. Why did that come out? It was a misspeak, but God help me. You're right, DK. Jeez. Queenie. Every time you already told me that, and that's still I feel like it breaks something in my heart every time I see it. Because of what you went through. So. Whew. And now I can't get to the bottom of chat. There it is. Menovac to Germany. Okay. Hey! Well, first off, I love you too, Queenie. Second off, we haven't had any freaking invaders from Turkey or wherever the fuck those people keep coming from. So, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, comics. I got it. Crawled and scratched, clawed and fought, shoulder to shoulder. We made ourselves slightly human. And it's definitely a work in progress, DK. I agree. And comics said it every day. Every day. Chris, thank you for what you said. And thank you for your support. Not just for my service and our service, but for supporting me through this and dropping, letting me drop in your Discord, even though I know I'm a lurker. But as DK, I barely even go in there because I'm doing so much during the day, and then by the end of the day, the flat tire hits, and I'm just like one of those wind-up toys that is just. But tonight was a good one, I think. I just got to figure out how I can clip so I can have Larry's reaction, then Adam's reaction. Larry's going to be shocked by something that I said. And, that's funny, Jay. So I know what it is. Those are all your bots, aren't they? You shithead. Thank you for not putting all your friggin' bots in here on me. I'm kidding. Nobody do anything. I'm kidding. So, yeah, you know what? The thing, Queenie, is, and you saw that. You saw that when I did. Good catch, Queenie, because I don't think anybody else caught that. You're right. Obviously, you're right because you said it and you've experienced it. But what you said about how some addictions aren't by choice, a lot of veterans, they got hurt and the VA pushes the pills, and that's the thing. Every other veteran that I've talked to all says, "Hey Dave, what's up?" All of these people, all these fellow veterans, don't you dare, Jay. If they show up, your ass is grass. Just saying. So many veterans have that same story, Queenie. And it's so many veterans because they did the same thing you did and trusted the doctors. And that's what happened. That's how it happened for so many. And then others with the self-medicating, I get it. I've never, when I was talking about that, I was talking about with, I agree, DK. I think most addictions aren't by choice. I agree. Excuse me. The whole thing with the addictions, in case you just popped in on this, was that I don't resonate with all of Tom's music because I've never been addicted and to anything and had to recover from it. I have this stubborn streak that is kind of a it's not, I don't do it consciously. It's an unconscious stubborn streak. When I was a kid, my dad used to have us go to the refrigerator to bring him a beer. We would go to the Packy, which is the liquor store. It's New England. That's what we called it. What everybody called it. We would go and get him cigarettes and beer. We didn't even need to have a note because they knew it was my dad. So we just went there and picked it up for him, brought it back. And because of that, I'm pretty sure because of that, I decided I was never going to fucking drink. Never going to do what he did. Was never going to do it. Because of what my brother and I, what we did when we were growing up. We were his enablers without even realizing it. And yes, DK. All that stuff works to numb the pain, but it never goes away. It's just numb, and it's like my 4-foot reinforced concrete wall in my head. It just dulls it and puts it in the back, and it never goes away. It never goes away. Chris, that's how they get you. That's how they get you, is that they put you on those meds, and then it's a mental thing that you think you need it, or you know you need it in some cases, so you're stuck. That's how the hook gets in you. You're stuck. And it sucks. I hear you, Teddy. Come here. Hey, Pempen. You ready for Pempen meds? Oh, there you is. There you is. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Pempen! Gonna say hi to everybody. No? Pempen! Usual good girl. You ready for Pimpaments? All right. Well, you go over there and I'll meet you there. They just both walk out the door and they're going to be in the kitchen waiting for me. Yeah, Pimpameds is at 7 o'clock, but I figured I'd finish because I was a few minutes late starting. That's a lot. It's a lot of shit that I haven't experienced that I'm really glad I haven't experienced. And I'm glad that I have that stupid. And same, DK. I'm on gabapentin. And unfortunately, I'm also on Prozac, which I have been wondering since the brain fog has been gone, because I've had, like, on average, 2 hours of deep sleep and a minimum of 30 minutes minimum was the lowest that I got of REM. But deep sleep is where the healing happens. And it's been on average 2 hours. And last week, I got one night where I had 3 hours. Over 3 hours of deep sleep. Would you stop with them bells? I'll be right there. Teddy has done what Penny taught him by him just watching. And he wants me to go in there, so he's ringing the bells. You guys remember he was doing that shit, and a lot of folks will remember when he ate the beds. He ate Duke's bed. Duke just laid there on another bed and watched him do it. Anyway, it's time for Pimpameds. And I love you guys. I've got to go do that. I'm a smidge late for her too, but it's not a has to be every 12 hours thing. It's you guys are the best. And I'm going to keep doing this. Jay. I'm on a few, and then I've got Rituxan is what I take for the MS, but thank you Jesus, I only have to go do that once a year now. So it's awesome. I'm gonna go. Oh, somebody's chewing on the chew stick. I will see y'all on the next one. I love you, ground crew, and I'm hoping that I'll get this. Yes, DK, you have a great night as well. Good. Oh, Chirac, what's up, little bro? Oh, man. You're right, comics. There are things in life that will absolutely break you. They'll crush you and destroy you. Not all the way 100% destroy you, in my opinion. The question is, what will you build from the ashes? And that's really, yeah. Agreed. And that was pretty deep, man. You gotta quit doing that shit. Alright. I will see you guys on the next one. And everything's better now, Chill Rock, actually. So, thank you for showing up, man. You showed up. Doesn't matter when you did. You showed up. Thank you. That's the support. You showed up. I will see y'all on the next one.